Hello everyone, welcome to this lecture. In this video, we want to write a program that asks a user for a password until they guess it correctly. To do that, we are having one variable of a string type. It is called correct password, and the correct password is Python 123. And we are having a user input string, and it's of an empty string. As you see, nothing is stored already in this user input when we are declaring it and initializing it. So we would like to write a program that asks a user to enter a password, and the correct password is this one. And we are going to repeat this asking enter the password until they enter the correct password, so the access is granted. Okay, how do we do that? Using a while loop. So we type down the while keyword, then we are having the condition and then the column. But what is the condition? So we would like this while loop to continue as long as the user input is not equal to correct password. So if we are having this sign, two equal sign, it means that they are equal. And if we are having this sign, it means that they are not equal. Okay, so here I'm saying as long as this while loop should be continued as long as user input is not equal to correct password. Okay, this is the condition for my while loop. Then I'm asking in the loop, which is here, these are the execution part of the loop. So when we are entering the loop, these parts are going to be executed. How do I know that? Watch the space from the left line, the left side. Okay, this is the all of them are having some space from the left side of the of the page. Therefore, they are included in this while loop. And you see that this line is having more space as compared to this part. It means that this part is going to be executed for this if condition. Okay, so after passing the condition saying that the user input is not equal to the correct password, so we are going to enter this loop in the beginning of the program. Why? Because the correct password is Python 123 and user input is an empty string. Therefore, they're not equal. So we are going to enter for the first iteration. When we are entering for the first iteration, we are asking the user using the input keyword, we are asking the user enter the password. And whatever the user is entering, it is going to be stored in user input. Okay. Then using the if condition, we are checking to see if they are equal or not. So we are saying that if user input, what they entered here in the line above it, is not equal to correct password, show this message to the user, wrong password, try again, and it goes back up again. And the user input is not equal to the correct password, we are asking the user enter the password again, and then we are checking if they are not equal to each other, we are saying wrong password, try again. So this loop is going to continue as long as user input is not equal to the correct password. But what if the user is going to enter the correct password? If the user entered the correct password, so user input is indeed equal to correct password. Therefore, we are not going to enter this while loop, and then we're going to jump here and print access granted. So let me run the code one time. So it says enter the password. So we are in this line. You see this green line? We are this line is the part that is being executed. The user input is an empty string and the correct password is Python 123. And it checks these conditions saying that, okay, user input is not equal to correct password. Therefore, we need to enter this while loop. And in this line, it says, okay, enter the password and whatever I enter, it is going to be stored in user input. Then it is going to check the user input with the correct password to see if they are not equal. If they're not equal, it is saying that wrong password. So I'm typing down, for example, Reza Shahin. It says wrong password, try again. So it showed this message and then it went up and saw that Reza Shahin again is not equal to password. So let us enter this loop again, and it is going to ask the question one more time. Enter the password again. Reza, I'm saying Reza. It says wrong password, try again. When I enter my password, it is stored in user input variable, and it says user input is Reza, correct password is Python 123, and they're not equal. Therefore, this condition is true. Therefore, it execute this part, this message, wrong password, try again. So you see it here. Okay, and it goes back up again because user input and correct password is not equal again. The condition is true, it enters here and it shows the message enter the password. So we are going to see this repetition as much as possible until we are going to enter the correct password. So when I enter the correct password, Python 123, it says access granted. So when I enter, what happens here? When I enter the password here, it is storing the Python 123 in the user input, and it says Python 123 as the user input is not equal to Python 123. No, this is false. So it is not going to enter this part. It goes back up again. It checks Python 123 is not equal to correct password. This condition is not true because they are indeed now equal. Therefore, it is not going to execute this part of the code again, and it is not going to enter this while loop again. So it is going to come here and execute this line, which is access granted message in the output. So this is how the while loop can be useful and practical in real world examples, as you see in this example here. Thank you for watching.